We are going to read Act 3, scenes 4, 5, and 6 now. Banquet prepared. Enter Lady Macbeth, enter Macbeth, Lady Macbeth, Ross, Lennox, lords, and attendants. Macbeth. You know your own degrees. Sit down. At first, at last, the hearty welcome. The lords sit. Lords. Thanks to your majesty. Macbeth. Ourself will mingle with society and play the humble host. Our hostess keeps her state, but in best time, we will require her welcome. Lady Macbeth. Pronounce it for me, sir, to all our friends, for my heart speaks they are welcome. Enter first murderer at the door. Macbeth. See, they encounter thee with their hearts' thanks. Both sides are even. Here I'll sit in the midst. Be large in mirth. Anon will drink a measure, the table round. Aside to first murderer. There's blood upon thy face. First murderer. 'Tis Banquo's then. Macbeth. 'Tis better thee without than he within. Is he dispatched? First murderer. My lord his throat is cut. That I did for him. Macbeth. Thou art the best o' the cutthroats. Yet he's good that he did the like for Fleance. If thou didst it, thou art the nonpareil. First murderer. Most royal, sir. Fleance is scaped. Macbeth. Then comes my fit again. I had else been perfect, whole as the marble, founded as the rock, as broad and general as the casting air. But now I am cabined, cribbed, confined, bound into saucy doubts and fears. But Banquo safe? First murderer. Ay, my good lord, safe in a ditch he bides, with 20 treached gashes on his head, the least a death to nature. Macbeth. Thanks for that. There's a grown serpent lies. The worm that's fled hath nature that in time will venom breed. No teeth for the present. Get thee gone. Tomorrow we'll hear ourselves again. Exit first murderer. Lady Macbeth. My royal lord, you do not give the cheer. The feast is sold. That is not often vouched. While 'tis a making, 'tis given with welcome. To feed were best at home. From thence the sauce to meat is ceremony. Meeting were bare without it. Macbeth. Sweet remembrancer. Now, good digestion wait upon appetite and health, but on both. Lennox. May it please your highness, sit. Enter ghost of Banquo and sits in Macbeth's place. Macbeth. Here had we now our country's honor roofed, were the graced person of our Banquo present, who may I rather challenge for unkindness than pity for mischance. Ross. His absence, sir, lays blame upon his promise. Please it your highness to grace us with your royal company. Macbeth. The table's full. Lennox. Here is a place reserved, sir. Macbeth. Where? Lennox. Here, my good lord. What is it that moves your highness? Macbeth. Which one of you have done this? Lords. What, my good lord? Macbeth to Ghost. Thou canst not say I did it. I never shake thy gory locks at me. Ross. Gentlemen, rise. His highness is not well. Lady Macbeth. Sit, worthy friends. My lord is often thus, and hath been from his youth. Pray you, keep seat. The fit is momentary. Upon a thought, he will be again well. If much you note him, you shall offend him and extend his passion. Feed and regard him not. Aside to Macbeth. Are you a man? Macbeth. I, and a bold one, that dare look at that which might appall the devil. Lady Macbeth. Oh, proper stuff. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led you to Duncan. Oh, these flaws and starts impostors to true fear would well become a woman's story at a winter's fire, authorized by her grandam. Shame itself. Why do you make such faces? When all's done, you look but on a stool. Macbeth. Prithee, see there. Behold, look, though. How say you? Why, what care I? If thou canst nod, speak too. If charnel houses and our graves must send, those that we bury back, our monuments shall be the maws of kites. Exit Ghost. Lady Macbeth. What quite unmanned in folly? Macbeth. I stand here. If I stand here, I saw him. Lady Macbeth. Fie, for shame. Macbeth. Blood hath been shed ere now. I, the olden time, ere human statue purged the gentle wheel. Aye, and since too, murders have been performed too terrible for the ear. The time has been that, when the brains were out, the man would die, and there would an end. But now they rise again with 20 mortal murders on the crowns and push us from our stools. This is more strange than such a murder is. Lady Macbeth. My worthy lord, your noble friends do lack you. Macbeth, I do forget. Do not muse at me, my most worthy friends. I have strange infirmity, which is nothing to those that know me. Come, love and health to all. Then I'll sit down. Give me some wine. Fill full. Enter the ghost of Banquo. I drink to the general joy of the whole table, and to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss, who would he were here. To all in him we thirst, and all to all. Lords, our duties and the pledge. They drink. Macbeth, seeing the ghost. Avaunt and quit my sight! Let the earth bid thee, hide thee. Thy bones are marrowless, thy blood is cold. Thou hast no speculation in those eyes which thou dost glare with. Lady Macbeth, think of this, good peers, but as a thing of custom, 'tis no other. It only spoils the pleasure of the time. Macbeth, what man I dare, approach thou like a rugged Russian bear, the armed rhinoceros, or the Hykran tiger, take any shape but that, and my firm nerves shall never tremble, or be alive again and dare me to the desert with thy sword. If trembling I inhabit then, protest me, the baby of a girl. Hence, horrible shadow, unreal mockery, hence. Exit ghost. Why so being gone, I am a man again. Pray you sit still. Lady Macbeth, you have displaced the mirth, broke the good meeting with most admired disorder. Macbeth, can such things be, and overcome us like a summer's cloud without our special wonder? You make me strange, even to the disposition that I owe, when now I think you can behold such sights and keep the natural ruby of your cheeks when mine is blanched with fear. Ross, what sights, my lord? Macbeth, I pray you speak not. He grows worse and worse. Questions enrages him. At once, good night. Stand not upon the order of your going, but go at once. Lennox, good night and better health attend his majesty. Lady Macbeth, a kind good night to all. Exeunt all but Macbeth and Lady Macbeth. Macbeth, it will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. Stones have been known to move and trees to speak. Augurs and understood relations have but magpies and claws and rooks brought forth the secrets, man of blood. What's the night? What is the night? Lady Macbeth, almost at odds with morning, which is which? Macbeth, how sayest thou that Macduff denies his person at our great bidding? Lady Macbeth, did you send to him, sir? Macbeth, I hear it by the way, but I will send. There's not one of them, but in this house I keep a servant feed. I will tomorrow, and betimes I will to the weird sisters. More shall they speak, for now I am bent to know by all the worst means the worst. For mine own good, all causes shall give way. I am in blood stepped in so far that should I wade no more, returning were as tedious as go o'er. Strange things I have in head that will go to hand, which must be acted ere they may be scanned. Lady Macbeth, you lack the season of all natures. Sleep. Macbeth, come, will to sleep. My strange and self-abuse is the initiate fear that wants hard use. We are yet but young indeed. Exeunt. That's scene 4. Now we're on scene 5. Act 3, scene 5. Thunder. Enter the three witches meeting Hecate. Hecate. First witch. Why, how now, Hecate? You look angrily. Hecate. Have I not reason, beldams as you are, saucy and overbold? How did you dare to trade and traffic with Macbeth in riddles and affairs of death? And I, the mistress of your charms, the close contriver of all harms, was never called to bear my part or show the glory of our art. And which is worse, all you have done hath been but for a wayward son, spiteful and wrathful, who, as others do, loves for his own ends, not for you. But make amends now, get you gone, and I'll And at the pit of Archeron, meet me in the morning. Thither he will come to know his destiny. Your vessels and your spells provide your charms and everything beside. I am for the air, this night I'll spend unto a dismal and fatal end. Great business must be wrought ere noon upon the corner of the moon. There hangs a viperous drop profound, I'll catch it ere it come to ground, and that distilled by magic sleights shall raise such artificial sprites as by the strength of their illusion shall draw him on to his confusion. He shall spurn fate, scorn death, and bear his hopes above wisdom, grace, and fair. And you all know security is mortal's chiefest enemy. Music and a song within, come away, come away. Hark, I am called, my little spirit see, sits in a foggy cloud and stays for me. Exit. First witch, come, let's make haste. She'll be back. She'll soon be back again. Exeunt. And that's scene 5. Scene 6. Enter Lennox and another lord. Lennox, my former speeches have but hit your thoughts, which can interpret further. Only I say things that have been strangely born. The gracious Duncan was pitied of Macbeth. Marry, he was dead. And the right valiant Banquo walked too late, whom you may say, if it pleased you, Fleance killed, for Fleance fled. Men must not walk too late. Who cannot want the thought how monstrous it was for Malcolm and Donalbain to kill their gracious father? Damned fact! How it did grieve Macbeth! Did he not straight in pious rage the two delinquents tear, that were the slaves of drink and thralls of sleep? Was not that nobly done? Aye, and wisely too, for it twold have angered any heart alive to hear the men deny it. So that I say he has borne all things well, and I do think that had he Duncan's sons under his key as and please heaven, he shall not. They should find what where to kill a father, so should Fleance. But peace, for from broad words, and 'cause he failed his presence at the tyrant's feast, I hear Macduff lives in disgrace. Sir, can you tell where he bestows himself? Lord, the son of Duncan, from whom this tyrant holds the due of birth, lives in the English court and is received of the most pious in England, pious Edward, with such grace that the malevolence of fortune nothing takes from his high respect. Thither Macduff is gone to pray the holy king upon his aid to wake Northumberland and warlike Siward, that by the help of these, with him above, to ratify the work, we may again give to our tables meat, sleep to our nights, free from our feasts and banquets bloody knives, do faithful homage and receive free honors, all which we pine for now. This report hath so exasperated the king that he prepares for some attempts of war. Lennox, sent he to Macduff? Lord, he did, and with absolute sir, not I. The cloudy messenger turns me his back and hums, as who should say, you'll rue the time that clogs me with this answer. Lennox, and that well might advise him to caution, to hold what distance his wisdom can provide. Some holy angel fly to the court of England, and unfold his message ere he come, that a swift blessing may soon return to this our suffering country, under a hand accursed. Lord, I'll send my prayers with him. Exeunt. And that is it for Act 3.